Hi, I'm Mark Teschner for Inside Casting on the Virtual Channel Network. In daytime, we have a lot of different roles, and what I'll try to do is take you through the process of how the various roles get cast. First, there are the series regulars, or what's called the contract roles. On General Hospital, we'll usually add between 6 and 9 of them a year. For every series regular role, I will read 200 to 300 actors for that one role. Sometimes even more. For example, recently on Night Shift, which is the spin-off of General Hospital, we had 3 student nurses, and for those roles, I read 530 actresses. And the process is, I'll release a breakdown to the community, both to the agents and managers, and based on who is submitted, I'll make a decision on who I want to audition for the role. However, I don't just rely on who is submitted to me. I'm already, when I hear about a role, thinking of my own about who might be right for the role, either actors that have read for me before that I've really responded to, or actors whose work I've known through the years that I've really responded to. So I'm not doing my job if I'm just waiting to see what the community has. Oftentimes I've cast roles of actors that weren't even submitted for whatever reason. So the combination of who is submitted and my own ideas are the people that get the auditions. So as I said, I'll read about 200 to 300 people for every role. Certain actors whose work I know well, either through years of auditioning for me or through their work on other projects, I will bring directly to producers when it comes time for casting. But out of those 300, I'll whittle it down to a group that I feel, for my producer, are people that are possibilities. I don't have a set number of how many people I'll bring back. It really just depends. I could bring back 10, 20, 30, sometimes I'll bring back 40. The point is, I really want to give my producer a cross-section of talent, so it's not just one kind of cookie-cutter type. I want to take the concept of the role, but I want to put my own stamp on it and give the opportunity for my producer to view the actors and sometimes think out of the box, because maybe there's an actor that we'll bring in that might not be exactly what we thought we were looking for, but is so special and interesting that they might even potentially change the concept of the role. After we have our callback session, my producer and I will whittle it down to anywhere from 6 to 10 people for a second callback, as it were, with our head writer, who is the person that has created the role. And this way we really get to kind of whittle it down even more to what it is we're looking for. And usually by the time we get to a second callback, instead of the actor reading with me, we might bring the actor that they're going to be paired opposite with into the room, so we get a sense of the chemistry and how they work off each other. Out of that 6 to 10, we'll then whittle it down to the final 2 to 6 people that will do what's called a screen test. And on that day, they'll come in with the material, we'll do their hair, we'll do their makeup, and we'll actually put them on camera shooting the audition scene. We're looking to see if the magic that we thought existed in the room happens on camera, kind of the alchemy between the actor they're paired with, their talent. There are so many things that go into the decision, and hopefully you find that the magic you saw in the room translates to the screen. That being said, it's not unusual that the person that you think going into the screen test is the one to beat is in fact the one that's beaten. Somebody else has the magic on the screen, has the chemistry, has the charisma, does something amazing with the scene. So when we go into the talent test, it's really an open horse race for the best person to get the role. And then you put them on the show and you hope that what you saw there translates to the audience. Is this somebody that, by virtue of their presence, charisma, acting talent, their appeal, is this somebody that our audience is going to welcome into their living rooms for 4 years, which is, of course, the ultimate goal on the show. The next rung down, and it's not really a rung down, but the next category would be the recurring actors. They're actors who work very heavily on the show and appear oftentimes as often as the contract players, but they're not specifically under contract. So they have a little more flexibility in terms of if they book other projects while they're on the show, although hopefully we keep them around. That's a wrap. Thank you for watching Inside Casting on the Virtual Channel Network.